The twin-body aircraft is a relatively uncommon aircraft design, with famous examples such as the P-82 twin Mustang fighter aircraft from World War II, or the Stratolaunch twin-body aircraft that made its first flight a few years ago. Although the twin-body design increases the size and weight of the aircraft, it also enhances the aircraft's payload capacity and interior space, thus providing value for its existence. During World War II, Germany also had a similar design, known as the Heinkel He 111Z. The Heinkel He 111 medium bomber was one of Germany's main bombers during World War II, performing well in the early stages of the war and seeing widespread action on various fronts, and was even used as a transport aircraft. Although Germany equipped some large aircraft during World War II, due to a lack of mass production capabilities like the United States, the quantity was limited. In order to meet the demand for large aircraft, an improved version of the He 111 bomber, known as the He 111Z, was developed. The He 111Z can be understood as essentially marrying two He 111H-6 aircraft together, with the two bombers' adjacent wings merging together. The original engine compartments of both bombers were retained, and an additional engine compartment was added at the wing junction, resulting in a large twin-fuselage aircraft with 5 engines. Although this makeshift twin-body aircraft has 2 fuselages, the aircraft control and the rear 3-point landing gear of both fuselages were retained. They collectively bear the weight of the aircraft during takeoff and landing. The middle section of the fuselage is fixed without a secondary wing, and the aircraft control is still achieved through flaps and tail surfaces, while the fuselage retains its payload capacity. The He 111Z was planned to have 3 models, with the prototype receiving positive feedback from the German military. The first batch ordered 4 aircraft, then an additional 10 were added. These aircraft belonged to the He 111Z-1 model, which was used for transporting and towing the Me-321 heavy glider. Each engine of the aircraft produced 1340 horsepower, and it had a maximum range of 2,500 miles, 4,023 kilometers. The German military planned to use it for supply missions during the Battle of Stalingrad, but this was never realized. In fact, the He 111Z had inherent flaws. With a wingspan of 35.4 meters, the aircraft could only take off and land at large airports, which greatly limited its use. The twin fuselage design reduced the aircraft's flexibility, making it an easy target both in the air and on the ground. Many of the dozen or so aircraft that were produced were destroyed on the ground, and only 4 survived after the end of World War II, but were later scrapped. As mentioned earlier, the aircraft was planned to have 3 models. The He 111Z-2 was a long-range bomber version developed from the Z-1, capable of carrying 4 anti-ship missiles or 7,200 kilograms of bombs, and was used for strategic bombing and long-range maritime patrol anti-ship missions. The He 111Z-3 was another planned long-range reconnaissance version, but it was never built.